Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be taking you through the entire spring/hot season of Series 4, the last season of the Horizon World Cup, and telling you how to get all of these points available this season. So there's 57 points available this season rather than the 54 that we've had in every other season of this series, which is pretty cool. So there's 3 extra points that we're going to be able to get. There's also another showcase remix that I'm going to be telling you about, as well as all of the other stuff, championships, treasure hunt, etc, etc. There still isn't any stunts. However, on Monday the 28th of February, I think at 5 or 6 PM GMT, there is the next Forza Monthly for February of 2022, which will hopefully be revealing what is to come in Series 5 of Horizon 5, and also Series 40 whatever we're on in Horizon 4 if you're still playing Horizon 4 as well. So I'm definitely going to be trying to watch that. If I don't watch it live, I'll probably watch it afterwards or catch up on somebody's summary. I'd highly recommend, if you don't want to watch it live, check out AR12 Gaming's channel, because he always does brilliant summaries on these videos that come from Forza themselves. So I highly recommend checking him out if you want to. He also produces some really cool Forza content as well. So this season then, we have the final new car of the Horizon World Cup Series 4, which is the MG3 from 2015. As you can see, it is there at 25 points. Currently, this is the only way you're able to get this car, because it's only just been released. I can guarantee that probably in a few months, along with some of the other cars that have been released in the past few weeks, this will return to the Festival Play Store Forzathon shop, but it will be a while, and if you don't pick it up, they're probably not going to be very popular on the auction, and if they are, they'll probably be quite expensive. Even though it doesn't seem like a very expensive car, which it isn't obviously, in Forza that doesn't really matter, because it'll probably be worth a couple of million. Also, for 40 points, we have the Pagani Zonda R, which is also a really cool car. As you can see, it's a valuable and legendary car, so I'd highly recommend you get that unlocked as well. And if you haven't noticed yet, if you have enough points and you're able to get it, for 160 points of the whole series, we're able to get the Koenigsegg Jesko. Yes, I still do not own that car. I know you're able to get it from completing all of the V10 story. You can also buy it from the auto show, etc. But I'm not really that bothered. I'm just going to wait until I've got enough points this season to be able to unlock it. And that's all I'm going to look forward to. Last week, I did actually miss the 911 GT3. But I wasn't too bothered, because I've driven it in Horizon 4, and for me it wasn't that special. I just kind of forgot to do the rest of the season because I was making that golf video. Oops. So in this video I'll give you the tunes and tips for all of the challenges this week, and I'll, like I said, give you all the tunes that I've got to complete it, which is actually only 3 or 4 this season, because you can use cars for multiple events this season. And I'll give you any tips that you need to complete any of the other challenges. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Let's get into it and start with the Forzathon. Okay then, so for the final Forzathon Weekly Challenge, Country Rivals from the Horizon World Cup, Chapter 1, Start Your Engines. You need to drive any British or Japanese car made after 1999, so basically 2000 to present, so 2022. However, we've only got cars up to 2021, so you basically got 20 years of cars to choose from. Now, I've picked out one car from each country, both similar cars, both off-road based, because the challenges we're going to be doing in this challenge can be done off-road, especially Chapter 2. It would be more sensible to pick an off-road-ish car. So I'll show you both of them cars now, and both of the tunes can be found by my gamertag Shylo 2017. You've probably seen both the tunes before in previous seasonal videos, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a few months or weeks. So I'll show you them now. Okay then, so for the UK we have the 2020 Land Rover Defender 110X. So this has got my A-Class tune on it that I used for the treasure hunt a few weeks ago. Off-road tyres, we have 894 horsepower from some form of diesel V8 or something like that. Really cool car, and although it may not seem fast, I tend to actually use AA class / S1 cars for Forzathons just so it's not too ridiculous. And then for Japan, if you're wanting to support Japan, we have the Toyota Land Cruiser Arctic Trucks 37 from 2016, which you'll have probably seen on the Top Gear Arctic special. This one is S1, bottom of S1, with off-road tyres, the 6.7 litre V8 diesel or whatever it is, with 1049 horsepower, triple the torque, and actually weighs about the same as the Defender, even though it's obviously a lot bigger. So both of these cars will get you these challenges done really easily. So whichever one you want to pick, or any other car from both of these countries of your choice, get in that car and then you can move on to the next chapter. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of the chapters now with what you need to do, and then I'll show you all of the things, like locations for these things that you need to do afterwards. So for chapter 2, you need to win any dirt racing event in your British or Japanese car. Remember, it has to be 2000 to present. So basically, take any dirt race. I probably recommend a sprint race because they are quicker. However, you can also do a custom blueprint of just one lap. However, I found the blueprints aren't working for me. I don't know whether they are for you. So personally, I just pick a random sprint race off the map, either one that you haven't done to get some accolades, or just any that's a short dirt sprint race that you haven't completed. For chapter 3, you need to earn a total of 4 stars from drift zones with your British or Japanese car. So because I'm using off-road cars, I'm going to be picking an off-road drift zone. I think I've done all the drift zones, but I'll just pick any off-road drift zone. From memory, the only one I can think of, well, I know there's definitely one in the jungle. There's also one on the outside of Guanajuato. So just pick any drift zone. Obviously you need to get a total. You cannot get 4 stars at once because there's only 1, 2 or 3 stars available for each drift zone. So whether it be that you get 3 stars and then 1, 2 or 3 stars to get the total of 4, or you get 2 and 2 star, it doesn't matter as long as you get a total of 4 stars from drift zones. And then for the final chapter, you just need to earn a total of 100,000 skill score. So because it's a total, you do not have to get this all in once. You can do it in separate things. However, if you are going for it all at once, if it is by times 5, then you'll need to get 20,000 times 5, unless your car has some perk that allows you to get times 6 or times 7 multiplier. Otherwise you'd have to do less, like 15,000 or something like that. So the easiest place to do this is probably either on the motorway. If you're in a faster, like road-based car, you can go up and down the motorway, get speed skills, near miss skills. If you're in an off-road car like me, I'd probably recommend going to the Baja area, the dunes, and jumping around on the dunes, getting air skills, wreckage skills, stuff like that, and you'll get that done really easily. Once you've done all of these chapters, you'll have earned yourself 80 or 160 Forzathon points and 5 festival playlist points towards the spring season. For those of you that haven't yet seen the Forzathon shop for this spring season, for 600 Forzathon points we have the 1985 Toyota Terreno AE86. Really cool car, very rare, very expensive, very sparse in the auction, or whatever the word is. And just a really cool car. There is also the Mini All4 Racing Countryman, not as rare as far as I'm concerned, however still a really cool car if you have some Forzathon points to spare for 400 Forzathon points. And then there's also these claws and horns for any points you want to waste on them. Okay then, moving swiftly on to the Horizon Arcade minigames. All you need to do for this one, as is always, is complete all 3 rounds of any Horizon Arcade event or theme on the map. So you'll see, if you filter your map to multiplayer events, you'll see some pink circles pop up every 15 minutes. You have 10 minutes to get there, and then complete all 3 rounds to get this completed for 3 points, and also 30 or 60 Forzathon points. Basically, even if you're on your own, it will not take you that long, as long as you're in a decent car. I've had it before where I've done it on my own and completed it within 4 or 5 minutes of the 10 minutes that you have to complete all 3 challenges. So whichever it is, this should be very easy. If you want to make it a bit more fun and quick, obviously do it with some people on the map if they're there, or get a convoy running, but either way, it should be easy for you to complete. Okay, so now I'm going to come back to the showcase remix and the games. We're now going to run through the trial and the seasonal championships. So for the ones that you can see that are in gold, because I've already completed them, you'll be able to use the same car for both of these. And the ones that I haven't completed, these two street scene ones, you'll be able to use the same car as well. There are 6 cars available as always, and this week the theme is S1. However, for some reason the games is A-class. I don't really know why. So for the trial and the seasonal championships that are both road racing, you will get yourself a Porsche 918 for the trial plus 10 points and 5 points in the Ford RS200 for natural selection. So the eligible cars for both of these I can't actually show you, but what I can do is show you which ones, the one that I used. So I'll show you that in a second, and I'll at the same time I shall also show you. God, I can't speak today. I'll show you the same car that I've been using for the street racing championships, home and away, and thrill seekers. These will both get you 5 points. One will get you Ferrari 812 Superfast, and the other will get you a TVR Speed 12. Both of these are really, really good cars for S1 racing. So the eligible cars for the street racing, we have the Audi R8, the Bugatti EB110, which you can actually use for the road racing as well. However, it's very expensive and not really that fast. We have the Dodge Viper, the Lamborghini Huracan, the McLaren 570S, and the Nissan GTR R35. I have the R35 tuned, however it was a speed zone car so it doesn't turn very well, so I've tuned up the Lamborghini Huracan, which is a bit more grippy and will hopefully get you these completed quicker and easier, obviously. So I'll pop into my garage now and show you the tunes for both of these championships. Okay, so hopefully my teeth are back in place now and I can actually speak properly for the rest of this video. So for the trial and the natural selection championship, which is the road racing ones, I have picked out the 2017 Ford GT. Obviously I couldn't show you the eligible cars because for some reason there's a feature where if you've already completed a certain event, it doesn't let you click on the eligible cars thing. I don't really know why, that's just weird. Anyway, so the 2017 Ford GT is 400,000 in the auto show. However, if you completed the events last week, you will have unlocked this. There's been a bit of a theme going on with this World Cup that all of the rewards from a previous season will be eligible in the following season, which is why we've been getting cars that are a class above for the rewards each season. So this week we're getting like S1, S2 cars, last week we got S1 cars for this week, etc. Hopefully you get the gist. So this one is all-wheel drive. It has 677 horsepower. It's very light. As you can see, it's got a humongous wing on the back. It's also got my Shylo USA livery on it, so if you'd like to download that, I'd very much appreciate it. It's got really good handling. From when I completed them 2 championships, it was really, really good, really grippy, really fast on the straights. If you're using manual, I'd recommend shifting to second as soon as it lets you launch, because first gear is pretty much pointless. But really, really good tune to use. As always, find that by my gamertag Shylo 2017. And then for the street racing championships, as I said, I picked out the Lamborghini Huracan from 2014. So this one has 800 horsepower, just shy of. It is a bit lighter. It's got the Liberty Walk body kit on it. I think it's Liberty Walk, but I may be wrong. It's also got a Forza wing on it just for extra downforce. It doesn't actually look too bad with the body kit. Obviously the Liberty Walk one does look better, but the Forza wing doesn't look as bad as it does when it doesn't have the body kit on it. So again, this has got really, really good handling. It isn't as fast as the GT because it's got less torque. However, it has got more power, so put it on a straight and it will go quite fast. However, it is running rally tyres. Apparently, according to Forza, fitting rally tyres was better than fitting semi-slick tyres. The handling was better with rally tyres, so I went with rally tyres because it reduced the PI. So, however, having tested it on the Mexico circuit thoroughly, it does actually turn quite well, so it kind of worked, So, there you are. As always, like I said earlier, tunes can be found by my gamertag Shylo 2017. Okay then, so moving back to the Showcase Remix closing ceremony. This is the second Showcase Remix we've had in the entire lifespan of Horizon 5 so far. We had one in summer, I think. Yep, so we had opening ceremony in summer. And we've also got closing ceremony in spring, so I guess that's why they called it opening and closing. I just realised that. I'm sorry for being so dumb. So this one gets you 5 points plus the Vool 05RR, which is a Mexican car, so that's very appropriate. You do not need to have a car tuned for this one because it will automatically put you in whatever car it puts you in. I don't actually know because I haven't done it. I'm presuming it's the Vool because that's the car you win, but I may be wrong. This is the location of it anyway, just on the outskirts of Moulage. So I'd highly recommend. God, I can't speak again. Alright, I'll put my teeth back in and I'll start again. Feel free to laugh at me, by the way, because for some reason I just can't speak this morning. Right, so put my teeth back in. Okay, what was I even saying? I don't really know, but this is a really cool showcase. I'm glad that Showcase Remixes are back from Horizon 4 because they add a bit of diversity to the festival playlist, and they also change up the cars that you actually use in the showcases as well. So really, really cool. I'd highly recommend you complete that if you haven't already. Okay then, so for the seasonal playground games, Getting Hot in Here, which gets you 3 points and a tape rewind horn or remote, I don't really know. It is A class and it says dirt racing. Obviously that's probably because the playground game's location, wherever it is on dirt tarmac. So the eligible cars for this one then, we have the Aerial Nomad, the Civic from 2018, the 2016 Jeep Trailcat, the Urus from 2019, the Peugeot 207S 2000, and the Porsche ProDrive Rally Raid. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these were the restrictions from last week's playground games. I didn't do it, as you know, because I told you that before. I missed out on most of the season, but some of these cars seem to ring a bell. Anyway, I picked out the Jeep Trailcat, so I'll show you my tune for that now. Okay, so my tune for the Trailcat then, you'll have most likely seen it before on the channel. It's been one of my favourite cars since the beginning of Horizon 4. Really, really good in both Horizon 4 and Horizon 5. So I'm super glad that it's actually better in A-Class than it was in Horizon 4 as well. So my tune has 917 horsepower. It's made for any like dirt racing, cross-country games, anything like that. Full off-road race tyres, obviously, because it's an off-road car. Really good horsepower, launch is excellent, the straight line speed also really good. Highly recommend using this car for any online racing in A-Class and S1 class because it is really, really good. It's also one of the cheapest cars available for this playground game, so I'd highly recommend you use that. Okay, so now for this week's treasure hunt, Blind Slided. The treasure clue for this week is there are 2 star-shaped dunas and a desert flyer sliding, and the reward for this is 3 points and 50,000 credits for you finding the treasure chest and smashing it. So first you got to complete this treasure clue, then it will give you the location of the treasure chest, a little circle like they do with the barn finds, then you have to go and find it. If you don't want to see it, if you want me to tell you how to do the clue first and then you want to go and find the treasure chest by yourself, I'd recommend pausing the video after I've told you the clue so that you don't see where it is, because I'm going to show you the location of it. So I just wanted to put it out there, spoiler alert. So what you need to do for this then, basically, see that car in the thumbnail there, that is the Porsche Desert Flyer, kind of off-road weird thing. Basically you need to get in that and earn 2 stars from the last Unis drift zone. So I'll show you the location of that now, and then I'll also show you the location of the chest. So as I said, pause the video now if you don't want to see where the treasure chest is, and go and find it yourself, and then you can resume the video. Okay, so this is the location of the drift zone here. It is the last Unas drift zone. You need to earn 2 stars, which is 75,000 points. I'm going to be using the car stock. However, if you want to download or create your very own drift tune for this car to make it a bit easier, then do feel free. However, I have heard that the only tyres you can use for it are the stock off-road tyres. So I'm now going to go ahead and get the treasure hunt on, and then I'll show you the location of it. So as I said, look away now if you don't want to see it. Okay, so this is the location of the treasure chest. As you can see, it is just up from the road from the drift zone. I'll show you it in free roam as well. So it's just at the bottom of this danger sign ramp here. So if you've got this danger sign unlocked, just drive to it and you will see it right there. Smash it and you'll earn yourself 50,000 credits and 3 points towards the spring season. I would also like to point out that I got 3 stars on that drift zone as well, and I've also just unlocked an achievement, so thank you very much. Yeah, I got 3 stars with this stock thing. I got 168,000. So thank you everybody, thank you. Okay then, so finally the Forza challenge, hashtag high jump, photograph any buggy at the Dunas Blancas. That is basically just where we are now. The Dunas Blancas is the sand dunes that we are in now, right where this treasure chest was. And you'll only sell 2 points and are preparing for takeoff. So filter your garage to buggies, off-road buggies or whatever they're called, unlimited buggies. Pick any of them out, so the one on the thumbnail there is one of the VW Baja bugs. Just pick any, drive it to the exact location that we've just been in, open photo mode, take a photo, get some of the sand dunes, hand your buggy in, and you'll have it completed. And then for the monthly rivals, if you haven't completed it yet, all you need to do, enter it from this festival playlist or from your rivals tab. It will put you in the Neo EP9. You just need to post a clean lap, so no flag next to your lap, exclamation mark, and you'll have it completed. Once that is done, just quit and you'll have it completed. You've probably already done it by now, but if not, it will add any points that you've missed on for the previous seasons on, because it is a monthly thing. Okay then, so thank you so much for watching this video guys, I really do appreciate your support. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future for Series 5 and more in the future, then please subscribe to the channel, it would massively help me out, and let me know what other types of videos you'd like to see on the channel. If you'd like to see more car battles like we did with the Golf the other day, if you'd like to see more car customization, if you want me to customise the MG3 or the X-Power that's in the car pass this week, then let me know your thoughts on what I can do next on the channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!